Guys, the reality is that Man United only made one call for Colomoni. But there will be a contact between Juventus and Manchester City. Man City, from what I'm hearing, already spoke to the agents of the player, so the agent and Bayern. Very good conversations, player keen on the move. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Fabrizio Romano here, as always, to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today, guys, many things to mention, from Alphonso Davies to one more from Manchester City, but also Christopher Nkunku, Matistel, Joshua Zirkzee, Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's jump into it together. Okay, so guys, big hours, big days on the market, always many things happening, many updates for you. And today I want to start with Manchester City because we say here we go. For Omar Marmoush, we know about Vitor Reis, we know about Kuzanov, we know about all these players joining. But in the next hours, Manchester City will have a direct contact. From what I'm hearing, is going to be a video call. So not a direct meeting, but a video call between Manchester City and Juventus for a fullback. And the player is Andrea Cambiaso. Italian national team, Juventus, can play on the right, can play on the left. From what I'm hearing, really appreciated by Pep Guardiola. So Pep considers him a player for present and future, a player who has big talent. But also Juventus consider Andrea Cambiaso as a big talent, as a top player. So let's see how the conversation will go. While I'm recording this video, the negotiation has not even started between Juventus and Manchester City. So we have to be careful. We have to wait and see if City decide to bid, how much they decide to bid, for when they decide to bid. January window, summer window, let's see what they decide to do. But there will be a contact between Juventus and Manchester City. Man City, from what I'm hearing, already spoke to the agents of the player. They discussed about the contract. Let me clarify an important thing. For Juventus fans is important. Cambiaso is not pushing to leave Juventus. Cambiaso is a super serious professional. He loves Juventus. He loves Italian football. But obviously when Manchester City is calling you, you don't say, okay, goodbye, I'm not interested. That's absolutely obvious. So he's talking to Manchester City, but it's not Cambiaso who is pushing to leave Juventus. It's an opportunity coming from the market, and Cambiaso is listening. Now, it depends on Juventus. But Cambiaso did his job, because Cambiaso is just listening to the possibility of Manchester City. And the conversation was positive on the contract with the player side. 5-year contract, 1-year option, so the discussion is already advanced on player side. Now it depends on the clubs. So let's see what happens, but Manchester City are pushing also on this one. Again, we will see if it happens, how much is going to be the bid, how is going to be the conversation. So we are not in advanced stages, but City like the player, and we have to see if it's going to be for the January transfer window or for the summer transfer window. So one to watch for sure. Talking about fullbacks, guys, watch out for the situation of Alphonso Davies. We heard in December many reports coming from several sources saying that Alphonso Davies was on the verge of signing a new deal at Bayern, maybe before Christmas, maybe before the end of the year. I was coming here and telling you it's not going to happen before the end of the year. Alphonso Davies wanted to wait for the first weeks of January because now him and his agent, of course, they are allowed to talk to more clubs. So till the 1st of January, they were not officially allowed to talk to any club. Now they have this possibility. So Alphonso was never going to sign any contract before that because he wants to explore all the options. Among his options remains Real Madrid. Real Madrid are still there. Real Madrid are still interested. Real Madrid are still having contacts for Alphonso Davies. He's a player they have in the list. I keep repeating, top priority, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And then there is Alphonso Davies. You can tell me this is different position. Yeah, of course, but it's still very expensive. And it's still two very offensive fullbacks, playing one on the right, one on the left. But to sign both players means two very offensive fullbacks. So Real Madrid are still discussing internally. What I'm hearing is Trent priority, second position Alphonso Davies, but still very interested in Alphonso and still talking to Alphonso. So Alphonso remains on Real Madrid list. There is some opportunity also in Premier League. And then there is the bid from Bayern. Bayern made a very good proposal. The proposal is on the table. Now depends on what Alphonso wants to do. So everything remains in Alphonso's hands, but no decision has been made yet. So we have to be careful, we have to wait, and we don't have to guarantee anything because there is still no decision made with the agent of the player who is traveling around Europe for opportunities doing his job. Then guys, on Bayern I also wanted to add something on Christopher Nkunku. Contacts continue between Christopher Nkunku's side, so the agent, and Bayern. Very good conversations, player keen on the move. As I told you several times, Nkunku has not completed the agreement on personal terms with Bayern. We are not at the stage, but that's not going to be a problem. The contract for Nkunku is not a problem. He would be open to go to Bayern, happy to go to Bayern, and money is not going to be a problem. The problem is money on Chelsea side, because Chelsea, again, they want 70 million euros, same fee as Kvaratskhelia. So at the moment, there is still no fresh contacts. From what I'm hearing in the last 24, 48 hours, no contacts between the two clubs and still not advancing, and a lot depends on Matistel, because again, as of today, I will let you know every day, but as of today, Matistel is still not opening doors to a January exit to any other club because he wants to succeed at Bayern. So let's see what happens in this conversation with Matistel, with Christopher Nkunku, but especially between the two clubs. That is the crucial part of the story. At the moment, still no progress made. We have to follow this situation closely. And next Bayern player who's been rumored a lot on the market is Joshua Zirkzee. Why many rumors? Because we saw how complicated was the situation with Zirkzee a few weeks ago. Then, credits to Ruben Amorim, he was able to put the situation back on with Joshua Zirkzee. Credits to the player, because Zirkzee, despite a difficult moment, I think it was against Newcastle at Old Trafford, he was able to fix the situation, to be back in good form, to do very positive things in the recent games. So he's improving, working hard, and Ruben Amorim is kind of coach who, when he sees the player working hard, is always backing and trusting the player. So you can improve, you can work hard, and this mentality is always appreciated by Ruben Amorim. So what happens? What I'm hearing is that Juventus, before signing Ronald Colomoni, who is a new Juventus player, the deal is done, loan from PSG, no buy option included. Someone told you, Man United are close to Colomoni. Guys, the reality is that Man United only made one call for Colomoni. So let's not say that Man United were in the race, in advanced talks or whatever for Colomoni. That was not true. Man United made one call. What's the conditions of the deal? Okay, bye, stop. That's what Man United did. The real club in contention for Colomoni was Tottenham, but the player decided to go for Champions League football, for the conversation he had with Thiago Motta, to join Juventus. But that's another story. For Joshua Zirkzee, before signing Colomoni at the beginning of January, from what I'm hearing, Juventus presented a formal approach to Manchester United for Joshua Zirkzee. That was an important approach from Juventus. Juventus decided to go with a loan, yes, but they also wanted to include a buy option, an important buy option, covering the salary, a loan fee too. So Juventus were prepared to do an important loan deal, but United closed the doors to a loan deal, and United decided to keep Zirkzee, but also Zirkzee, in a conversation he had with Manchester United, confirmed his intention to stay at the club, to fight for his place, and to fight for Manchester United shirt. So that was a really important message from Joshua Zirkzee, and at the moment the player is doing well again at Manchester United. I want you to complete this video, guys, with one of the most requested stories of the week, Cristiano Ronaldo. Many of you asking me about his contract situation at Al Nassr. Guys, what I can tell you is that the expectation is for the conversation between Cristiano Ronaldo, his camp, and Al Nassr to enter into important stages after the transfer window. So after the January transfer window, we will follow the conversations. Very positive atmosphere. Everything is going very good between Cristiano, Saudi in general, as a country, Al Nassr as a club, the relationship with people at the club. Everything is great. They are very happy with Cristiano. Cristiano is very happy with them. And then I don't expect anything imminent. After the transfer window, we will follow all the steps. I will keep you posted. But again, there is big optimism, there is big confidence, and they are very happy all together. Cristiano Ronaldo, Saudi, where he's making history once again, also at Al Nassr. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories. From Alphonso Davies, where should he go? Cambiaso, Man City or Juventus, what should they do? And also Nkunku, Cristiano Ronaldo, Joshua Zirkzee. Guys, let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.